So today we're talking about a new piece of equipment that I think a lot of musicians can use, getting out your ideas in the most streamlined way possible, even aside from using something like your phone. This little buddy right here. The mobile studio on the go. Okay, so first of all, excuse my hair. I didn't do anything with my hair. The plan that I had for today was to actually get a dog before I came out here. My dog started just going terribly. We are out here to talk about the Spire Studio and why I think this thing is one of the best tools for beginner musicians to have, but also like hobbyists, people who like to make music but aren't really taking it too seriously, but do want to have some really dope equipment to be able to record their ideas, record their songs, and share it with their friends. When I say that this thing is an all-in-one mobile studio, it really does check all the boxes, minus the fact that it's not an instrument in and of itself. Considering what this thing can do, I'm not really complaining too much about that because it's really an amazing tool. I'm out here at one of my favorite locations in San Diego to demonstrate why this is such a beneficial tool to have for musicians, especially if you're traveling or you are on the go quite a bit like I am, but you need some kind of device to track down your ideas. You want something with a little bit more functionality, a little bit more features than using just your mobile phone. So let's talk about it. So I want to answer a few different questions as to who this may be for and why you would prefer something like this over like an actual studio setup, why you would prefer it over an app like Tully or Voice Memos to track down your ideas, and why you would use this hardware and application over something like GarageBand and iOS for a full complete song recording. But in order to answer those questions and to get a better sense of what this thing is capable of, we have to go over the features and the software that this thing has to offer, which is what makes this such a great little package for every musician to have. But to talk about that, let's go ahead and go to Lxgend in the studio, because out here it is way too loud. I was not thinking clearly about this shot when I came out here to film. Take it away, Lxgend in the studio. This thing right here. You see what this is the Spire Studio, and this thing is what I like to classify as the mobile recording studio that will fit in the palm of your hand. The creative process should be something that is fun, something that is easy to do, and something that is conducive to the ideas that you have in your brain. Anytime that you have any tools or software that starts to make your creative process basically feel like a job or more of a task, that is what's going to hinder your creativity. And this thing, I feel, does the exact opposite of that. This makes creation so easy and jotting down your ideas so easy that I think it is something worth looking at for musicians. Like I said, this is an all-in-one mobile studio. It's got a microphone, it's got the 48-volt phantom power with the XLR plugins. You can plug in microphones here, but it's already got a built-in microphone, so you don't have to buy a microphone if you don't want to. You can basically sit here, plug in your guitar here or your keyboard here if you want to, or import a track if you already have a beat, import the track into the application and just record your vocals. Yes, it is only limited to 8 tracks, but if you're a beginner who's just getting started out, you don't have necessarily all these vocals that you need to be putting into a track, you keep things rather simple, this can work out for you because you can do everything just on here. You can do everything on your phone, and you don't even need a computer with this thing. You don't need to hook this up to anything. It's wireless, with the exception of obviously plugging in your headphones. It's wireless. You don't have to hook this up to your phone or interfaces or anything like that. So it's very lightweight, very compact, and everything that you need is right here. So the mobility of this thing is what's going to be one of the main pros that I can think of. And this further emphasizes who I think this product is for. Not only is it for people who want to get their ideas out fast and easily, because this thing, I mean, I would prefer it over something like a voice memos, obviously, because it has more features. It's way easier to use. You can choose to use your phone with the app if you want to. But if you want to keep your phone's battery like charged and save it, and you want to track down ideas just using this thing, you can totally do that with just this. It has a battery that lasts 4 hours, and then you can store the songs on here. Once you turn this thing on, it'll automatically sync those songs into your phone. So it's like you're protected in that sense. You know, you don't have to worry about your ideas getting lost somehow. At least I haven't experienced it. For me, the main selling point is that mobility. The fact that I can travel to places like this, you know, and track down my ideas, get inspired by the surroundings without bringing a computer with me, a big, huge, heavy microphone with an audio interface to get these high quality ideas. Like, yeah, the phone can work wonders for you. It can do magic, but there are some times where you just need to hear your ideas in a higher quality to be able to kind of better tell if that idea is trash or not. I can track different parts, different harmonies. And as you guys know, I talked about in my previous video, why I think every musician should travel to get inspired is because we think differently when we're in different locations. We get inspired by different things. We get inspired by our surroundings. But when it comes to creating, bringing an entire laptop with you and a microphone and an audio interface and a keyboard, things become a little bit cumbersome, and it makes the creative process on the go a lot more of a headache because you have to carry all this gear. With this thing, you're only taking one thing, and it's literally all in one. If you guys remember, when I was in Poland, I actually turned my hostel into a studio because I brought my laptop with me, my microphone, my audio interface, my keyboard. I literally had my whole thing sprawled out there. And, you know, it was fun. It was nice to be able to have the full experience and create what I want to create. But it would have been so much easier if I had this thing with me. Like, it would have been so much of a simpler process to just press play, press record, and we're done. And literally just like that, my studio is packed up. I don't even have to bring a backpack with me. It's that simple. It's really that simple. Let's get out of here. I don't know what time it is, but we gotta go. I actually thought about something because I tend to get a lot of my ideas in two places, and that is on the floor of my downstairs bathroom and in the driver's seat of my car right here as I'm driving or when I'm standing still. The cool thing about this, and this is not an intended feature, I'm pretty sure about that, but it is a perk that I have noticed. It has these little rubber stopper things on the bottom. When I'm in my car, I can take this, stick it right there, right? And rather than me trying to pull my phone out, open up voice memos, record myself while I'm holding my phone because I don't have my headphones with me, get pulled over by the cops and then put in jail because apparently I'm not supposed to be singing and driving. I don't know. Instead of doing all that, I can literally put this thing on my dashboard, and all I have to do is turn it on, press new song, press record, and already we're tracking out an idea. It's super simple. One touch operation, basically. That's what it is, and that's what I love about this thing. So I can record ideas in the place where I get the bulk of my ideas. When I'm driving, it's so frustrating when I have ideas and I don't think to pull out my phone, or there's a cop around so I can't pull out my phone, so I end up losing the idea. But with this thing, I can just press one button and I'm done. We're good to go. Just a little side note, but let's get home. Okay, so this is the Spire Studio by Izotope. But I already talked about all of the buttons and the different functions of this thing, so I'm going to go ahead and dive in to how to basically create your project and start using this thing. So basically the first thing that you want to do is you want to download the Spire Music Recorder application, and that is going to be the app that pairs with this thing via Wi-Fi so that you can import the sounds and songs that you make from here into your phone. But also when you have both running simultaneously, you can go ahead and control the Spire and the recordings from your phone and add different effects. There's like no latency, so the stuff is pretty amazing when you're actually using it. So basically you want to open that and it takes you to this main screen. Now your screen will look different than mine, and it's actually going to ask you to connect, which you just follow the instructions, and it's pretty simple to follow along. You basically connect via Wi-Fi. Make sure you turn the Spire on. We'll go ahead and turn that on. See the little light show, and this is going to indicate that it's currently searching. And then we want to come to the phone, and then we're going to select the Spire Studio network here. As you can see, it's picking up on my voice. Microphone is already working. So that's pretty cool. Now, if you already started recording something in the studio without your phone, at this point, it'll automatically start to sync something to your phone. It'll sync the project to your phone so that you'll have it there and not have to worry about it, losing it or anything like that. So that's really cool. It's an automatic process. You don't have to do anything. But that's one of those features where you can use just the Spire Studio by itself if your phone is not charged or if it's not near you or if you just don't have one to use at the time or whatever. So we have this either on the Spire Studio hardware or in the application. You can click the plus button down here, or you can just click new song, and literally it creates a new song. So this is what I really like. Both can control either one. It doesn't matter. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to sound check. So if you're recording something, your vocals, if you're recording instrumentation or whatever it may be, you want to click this sound check button, and it's going to automatically check the levels for you to make sure you're not clipping or you're not too quiet. So sound check. I'm singing something. I don't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So now in the application, it says clarity improved, vocals and guitars. You can click record here or you can click record here. It does not matter. Now I'm just going to record something. I don't know, maybe some snaps. This is going to be all freestyle. So bear with me here. So we'll just start with this. All right, so I'm gonna dub over that with like a little Michael Jackson vocal sound. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's record myself doing this. And then we're gonna just press the record button here again. Now we're gonna do like a little bass, like let's just add. I don't know. We just gonna work with it. And if I want to add like a rap. Flow so ridiculous, you like it or not. Medicinal like legal cannabis that's up in the pot. And you ain't gotta partake, homie, you can smell from the block. Score these women in threes like easy curry up at the shop. Oh yeah. It basically shows you each and every individual track in different colors. But that's something pretty cool. So you can dub over that if you want to. I want to add a clap maybe like 2 claps. We need a sound check again. And it automatically recognizes that this is drums. I love, bro, this is some good technology, man. It recognizes what instrumentation you're using. It automatically EQs it for you, basically, which is really dope. So we just press record here and start clapping. Flow so ridiculous, you like it or not. Medicinal like legal cannabis that's up in the pot. And you ain't gotta partake, homie, you can smell from the block. Score these women in threes like easy curry up at the shop. Oh yeah. All right, and then we do the next one, last recording, our 8th one. Flow so ridiculous, you like it or not. Medicinal like legal cannabis that's up in the pot. And you ain't gotta partake, homie, you can smell from the block. Score these women in threes like easy curry up at the shop. Oh yeah. There we go. And basically we just recorded an idea. I think this is a pretty dope idea. This is like a Pharrell, Snoop Dogg kind of type beat sounding thing. So I think it's pretty dope, man, honestly. Flow so ridiculous, you like it or not. Medicinal like legal cannabis that's up in the pot. And you ain't gotta partake, homie, you can smell from the block. Score these women in threes like easy curry up at the shop. Oh yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that this is a useful tool that will benefit you, or do you think it's overhyped? Do you think it's overpriced? I want to know what you think, honestly. I think it's dope, but I want to know what you think. So, as always, stay legendary. I'm out of here. Bye.